Picture a small boy sitting alone in a quiet room, surrounded by wires, glass bottles, and broken machines. The world around him believes he will never succeed. Teachers have already given up on him. Society has labeled him slow, strange, and useless. But inside that boy's mind, ideas are burning brighter than any flame the world has ever seen. That boy is Thomas Alva Edison. Born in 1847, in a time when the night ruled human life, Edison entered a world powered by candles and oil lamps. Darkness dictated when people slept, worked, and dreamed. No one imagined that one human mind could challenge the night itself. But Edison never accepted the limits placed in front of him. From early childhood, Edison struggled with formal education. Classrooms demanded silence, obedience, and memorization, things his curious mind rejected. He wanted to touch, test, and understand. When teachers dismissed him as unteachable, his mother chose belief over judgment. She removed him from school and replaced failure with freedom. At home, Edison learned without fear. Books became doors, and curiosity became his greatest weapon. As Edison grew older, his curiosity turned into obsession. While other children played, he experimented. While others rested, he questioned. At 12 years old, he was already working on train, selling newspapers to survive. But even there, surrounded by noise and motion, Edison built a laboratory. Fire, smoke, and danger followed him everywhere. One accident cost him much of his hearing, but instead of weakness, silence gave him focus. In that silence, ideas grew louder. Edison's life was not shaped by success, but by relentless failure. Every invention he attempted seemed to collapse before his eyes. Machines broke, money vanished, critics laughed. Yet Edison never stopped. He believed failure was not the opposite of success, it was the path toward it. Every mistake taught him something new. Every collapse brought him closer to discovery. When Edison created his laboratory at Menlo Park, the world witnessed something never seen before. Innovation became a process, not an accident. Teams worked day and night under Edison's direction. Sleep became optional. Exhaustion became normal. Menlo Park was not just a place, it was a factory of ideas. From that space emerged inventions that reshaped civilization. The phonograph shocked humanity. For the first time, sound was captured, stored, and reborn. Voices no longer vanished into air. Music became immortal. People feared the machine, believing it possessed supernatural power. But Edison understood something they didn't. Technology could preserve human presence beyond time. Yet sound was only the beginning. Edison turned his attention to the ultimate enemy, darkness. Thousands of failed experiments followed. Filaments burned out, glass shattered, investors lost patience. The press mocked him, but Edison refused to surrender. When asked about his failures, he calmly explained that he had simply eliminated thousands of wrong answers. Then one night, the impossible happened. A light burned steadily, calmly, beautifully. Not for minutes, but for hours. Darkness lost its dominance. The world changed forever. Light no longer depended on fire. Cities could live beyond sunset. Human productivity doubled overnight. But Edison didn't stop at invention. He built systems, power stations, electrical grids, infrastructure. He understood that ideas alone mean nothing without application. Electricity became accessible, usable, and scalable. The modern city was born. Conflict followed success. The battle between currents pitted Edison against Nikola Tesla. Business interest, pride, and fear collided. History remembers this era as brutal and controversial. Edison was not perfect. His ambition sometimes overshadowed ethics. But even flawed giants shaped the world. Beyond electricity, Edison gave birth to visual storytelling. Motion pictures transformed entertainment, culture, and communication. Stories could now move, speak, and live forever. The foundation of modern cinema was laid by a man who never accepted limits. Despite fame, Edison paid a heavy price. Relationships suffered, health declined, rest was rare. His life was consumed by work, but his legacy outlived his struggles. With over 1,000 patents, Edison left behind more than inventions. He left a mindset. In 1931, as Thomas Edison took his final breath, the nation dimmed its lights. Darkness returned briefly, not as a ruler, but as a reminder of the man who challenged it. Today, when light fills a room at the press of a switch, few remember the countless failures behind that simple action. Few remember the boy once called incapable, but the world lives inside his success. Thomas Edison proved that history is not written by the smartest, the strongest, or the richest, but by those who refuse to stop